Uh, Good morning. It is 25.5 degrees in the middle room. That one is still at 21 degrees. It's amazing. That, however, and I just got in to give everything a well-needed drenching when I saw that. It's been that hot. It's, yeah, it didn't do damage, at least not a lot. This one was, yeah, fallen over. This one had a close call, and there's the Orange Delight buried under a thick layer of paint, because that's what it is. Not mine. Yes, absolutely not mine. Oh goody. Now I get to clean up. Yeah, well, it wasn't doing much. Yeah, well, it's growing. Not the way I want to, but god damn. Okay, what I was planning to do today was build a new enclosure for my stick insects, because they keep escaping. It's funny. It's not a disaster, but they developed a taste for my philodendrons. So, yeah, quite possibly they could enjoy thin-leaved orchids. Not this, I'm pretty sure of that. Well, that's the Barocco red, and it is red. It's a pretty spike, and I kind of have the mealies in check. They're still here, but they're on the retreat. Yeah, it's amazingly hot in this room. It's not difficult to keep the humidity up, but the last flower on the maxillaria, and I have a surprise here. The Lycaste bud is still here. Yeah, not sure if we're out of the woods yet, because I've never seen that happen. Last year it aborted 3 buds, and then it grew this bulb. And yeah, it's a bit strange. It's flowers on this one again. It should be on this one. And that's the Rosie O'Donnell, and that's also doing stuff. You see? There's a strange nubbin, but that's, I have no idea what it is. It looks like a new growth, but it could be anything. Absolutely no experience with these. Yeah, well, they're pretty easy, because that big bulb was grown here. And I found out that they need a very cold winter rest to be able to flower. And I didn't know that, so that's for coming year. Anything else but orchids in need of water. Yeah, my Catasetum orchid glade aborted a flower spike. Yeah, it's gone now. So that's a bummer. And yeah, for the rest, it's not dying, but I don't think they really like the heat. And I can't get it out of the room, that's the problem. This is still a little bit moist. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to clean and then I'm going to water the plants and not do what I wanted to do today. Damn. Okay. Can we end with some color? No, I'm not gonna take my sock off. No, we can't. Can we? Yeah, we still have Phalaenopsis flowers. Pretty ones. Well, one. Yeah, that's it. Okay, guys, later. Yeah, the bit on the end, or maybe in the middle, I don't know. Heat, although it's my fault. It's always wet in this room. Wet, yeah, around 80% humidity, and that causes moist to come between the concrete and paint layer. And now with this heat, all the moist has disappeared. It has demoisturized. And so there's a gap, and at a certain point there have been cracks, and that's where it breaks. Because, well, I mean, this is at least 2 mil. So that's ridiculous. This will fall eventually, and I'm going to let it because I'm not going to paint it. No way, that's manual labor, I don't do that. I've been thinking about chopping the table up and moving one bit there and one bit over here and then a little bit in front of the window. I can store a lot more orchids and move around. Oh yeah, about storing orchids. I went to the orchid shop, and for the first time I came home empty-handed. Yeah, the species table was, well, it had some Bletias and some Paphiopedilum Pinocchios, which I don't like, and yeah, some sickly Pleurophthalus, that was it. There was Dendrobium catenatum, yeah, if I'm correct, and it was on sale, and it's a beautiful, beautiful Dendrobium, but not for my environment, no way. So, no, nothing. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to buy extra next time. But yay, my Phalaenopsis on mounts are all doing really well. Where did I put it? Oh yeah, this one. That's not that long ago that I mounted this one. But look here. That one is never letting go again. And there's one. And this one I mounted, yeah, well, it had one root, and look at it now. Yeah, they really, really like this heat. Well, when it gets above 30, they don't really much like it, but anything under 30 is whoa. And I can see that with more. Oh, this one is starting to grip. No idea what it is. Oh yeah, this is the main Navi. Yeah, that pretty flower, I think. Yeah, it's beginning to look like a mounted wall again. But it's almost all phalaenopsis. And I must say, they look better on a mount. Yes, they do. Shut up. Ja, that's hint van Young Min, Golden Boy, or Golden Sun, one of the two. It's a hideous name for a, well, kind of pretty orchid. Nice orange flowers. There's one that was a very, very heavily infected one, and it's starting up again. Yeah, ooh, something gigantea. Rhyncho stylis, yes, the other one died, and I really hope that this one will make an effort. It has one root, and it was twisted, so I got moss all around. It still looks good. That one is starting up again. I'm not sure if this is a flower spike, but we'll see that. Stewartiana looks absolutely fabulous. Nice shiny leaves. Epidendrum porpax. Yeah. It roots all around. No one buds and flowers. That's Dendrobium chrysanthemum, and that cane is done. It has made a terminal leaf, so now I'm waiting for the next one. It will take a few weeks, but it will come, and that should be a lot longer. Yeah, it should. Not sure if it will, but yes, that one is the Adansoni. This one really likes the heat. So do these. Yeah, they need a repot. Again, yes, again. So, yes, and the sorry bunch. Yeah, this is the moment where I realized that I'm starting to procrastinate. So, later